Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. I thank you again for joining me. Today, I want to talk about an archaeology discovery. It happened back in the 19th century, like 1870. It's the Moabite stone. It was uh, it was discovered by a Charles Warren, and this particular stone is in a museum in Paris, France, of course. I just want to read a little what it's about and everything like that. Excuse me. It's also called the Mesha stele. The Mesha stele, also known as the Moabite stone. They roughly pictured around, around 1840 BCE, before the Common Era. It is the oldest known inscription with four letters, YHWH, Yahweh, making it Yahweh's name. Excuse me. It was discovered in Darabin, Jordan, written in a variant of the Phoenician alphabet, which is almost identical to the Paleo Hebrew. So that's how old it is, Paleo Hebrew. The stele was erected by a king, Mesha, and you can find it mentioned in 2 Kings chapter 3, verse 4, and mentions how Moab was oppressed by Omri, the king of Israel. Omri is mentioned in 1 Kings chapter 16, verse 6, and he's also in Micah chapter 6, verse 16. It also mentions the house of David and referencing Judah. It bears one of the earliest extra biblical references to Yahweh. And I took from the vessels of Yahweh and offered them before Chemosh. That's one of their chief gods. Just recently, archaeologist though Scott Stripling may have found a much earlier reference to Yahweh dating from 1400 BCE on a lead cursed tablet, which I talked about in my last video. The cursed tablet found near Joshua's altar at Mount Ebal, just as Moses instructs the Israelites to do in Deuteronomy chapter 11:26. And then we, of course, with that artifact, that is perhaps the oldest reference to the name Yahweh. Before it was this Mesha stele, it's supposedly the oldest reference to the name Yahweh. But until Scott sat there and him and his team found the cursed tablet that said Yahweh on it. That's perhaps older, centuries older. So I just wanted to share this with you because, like I said in my other ones about archaeology, biblical archaeology, it's very fascinating and interesting, and it helps us with the past. We have the scriptures to tell us things here and there, and a lot of archaeologists, right-minded ones, they use the Bible as a guide to find biblical relics, towns, whatever, and they dig stuff up all the time. And unfortunately, our news channels, they don't really bring anything like that up, unless it's really, really, really big. Well, they can't help but not, have to mention it. But I just encourage you guys, when you can, look up the Moabite stone, check it out, study it, look, because I'm just giving you a little in-depth on this, and that's about it. But it's worth checking out. You could look how big it is and everything, and you zoom in, you could see the characters in there, the letters, the characters in it, and everything. But yeah, they found this back in around 1870, and it's a powerful statement. The biblical finds are just further proof, besides our faith, that the Bible is true. It's real. Things happen like that. And a lot of archaeologists, they're going from a historical standpoint, not really just much of a faith. When there's a few that do have faith, but it's a historical thing too, and that's very important. But that's all I really wanted to talk about. I just wanted to bring this up, and I thank you again for stopping by and listening to me. And please hit the like buttons and notification bell. Please subscribe. Check my other channels out. I encourage you to do that. And with that said and done, peace out and shalom.